stop using chemical sunscreen?
Hi, dermatologist here. I've reacted to one of this plastic surgeon's videos in the past. He did talk about chemical, aka organic sunscreens in some type of way back then, but I really feel like he's engagement fishing now because his rhetoric has like really escalated. A lot of my fellow science-based colleagues online have responded to this video and other videos of his. I'm just gonna give you my 2 cents.
Think you're doing a good thing for your body or your kids' bodies? You are not. I honestly think it's better to put nothing on and cover with clothing than to use chemical-based sunscreens.
There's nothing wrong with sun protective clothing. It's probably more foolproof than applying sunscreen. However, there's not necessarily any large safety concerns with either of those options at the present moment.
Stay away from chemical sunscreens. At the very least, they piss off your skin. They're going to give you breakouts. You know who you are.
Organic sunscreens can be formulated for sensitive skin. Yeah, some people have issues with either allergies or skin sensitivity when it comes to the chemical filters. However, using that as your reasoning for just like blanket telling people that they're bad for them, it doesn't make sense. For instance, some people are allergic to peanuts. Are we telling everybody in the world that they shouldn't eat peanuts because some people are allergic? No. If people are allergic or sensitive to something, they have to avoid it. Not everybody in the world.
Use physical blocking sunscreen. So that's zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, and then pay attention to the other ingredients in there. You need to kind of do your research and stop using these chemical sunscreens because they actually have to bind and react to your skin to become sunscreen agents. Physical blocking agents is just like, all right, I'm slathering it on and it's there protecting me and it's not being absorbed by your body.
Those physical blocking agents work mostly by the same mechanism as the chemical agents. So like, same thing. Organic, aka chemical filters, don't need to bind to anything or become activated. They are active coming right out the tube.
You got to pay attention to the other stuff that's in it, but for the most part, you're way better off with that sunscreen than chemical. They should just get rid of it, in my opinion.
That's really irresponsible to say, like, oh, you may as well just go without it. What, and increase your skin cancer risk? This is what I kind of hate about this whole argument. We do know that UV radiation is the primary preventable factor when it comes to skin cancer. And we have zero evidence that chemical sunscreens have resulted in any sort of mortality, nary morbidity either. Like I said before, some people have sensitivity issues with it, some people have allergies, but beyond that, there have been no real concerning findings in any appreciable group of people in the real world. You know what is real? Skin cancer is real.
Check your makeup to make sure it doesn't have any chemical blocking agents in it. A lot of makeup has zinc, which is totally fine. But in my opinion, don't wear any makeup. It's probably better if you don't.
And closing out with, I think it's better if you don't wear makeup. Sounds like misogyny to me. You know, I do feel a little bit conflicted with content like this. You know, on the one hand, I want to tell people to stay in their lane. I'm sure plastic surgery training includes a little bit of content about skin, but usually, from what I've heard and seen, those topics relate to plastic surgery and the procedures that these doctors do. Not as much to skin cancer prevention, skin cancer biology, pathology, etc. We learn that as dermatologists. However, any physician worth their salt should be able to look at data and critically appraise it. That's something that we all should have learned in medical school. It was actually like one of my favorite subjects. So to just jump online and start spouting off this BS, like, you should know better. Like, are you just too lazy to like dive into the literature? Are you just doubling down? You don't want to maybe like ask the real experts? Yeah, I'm just disappointed.